Alright guys, I'm here with another video for Onmyoji. This is going to be a new guide on the buddy system. And this has been a video that I've actually been requested to do quite a bit actually. It's pretty simple, but a lot of people don't seem to know the metrics behind how it works. And it's really important that you know the buddy system because it actually is going to help out quite a bit in a few areas of the game. So let's go ahead and jump into kind of what we're looking at here. First off, I want to talk about the non-combat benefits that you receive from it. I also want to talk about the team-up benefits that you get, and these are combat benefits. And then finally, let's talk about how you can actually train up your buddy level. But before we jump into any of that, you're probably saying, like, Stradimus, what is the buddy level? Like, what are you talking about? Well, if you ever go to a friend's page, you can actually click on these little up and down arrows, and you'll see that there's a section called Bond. If you click on Bond, you'll actually be shown what your current level is with your friend. And there's a couple different tiers, and right now I'm only buddy packed with anyone, so this is one of the top ones I have. Close to getting to tier 2. Unfortunately, though, I don't know what tier 2 does, as in the American version right now, or the global version, it currently lists is unavailable. So perhaps if you're from the China server or some other server that does have it available, maybe you can leave a comment down below and tell us exactly what that is. But for now, we want to really take a look at the buddy pact level, because this is what you're going to be getting mostly with everyone. And it's really important that you do this because it's going to allow you to do a couple different things. First off, any sort of friends likes that you send at the beginning of the day, because you can send friendship to and from each other. Normally, it's only 5 points that you get. However, anyone who's at a buddy pact level, you'll actually get double friendship. So you'll get 5 points, you send them and 5 back. And this is going to allow you to buy more stuff in the friend shop. In addition to that, you can unlock the Shikigami that they set as their rep as part of your co-op, being able to use them in your team. And then finally, you'll actually get a coin bonus and experience bonus. And we'll talk about all that in a little bit. But the main thing to pay attention to is this buddy pact as far as non-combat. I'm looking forward to seeing what Companion does. But then later on, and I really haven't talked to anyone about this, but I haven't kind of figured out what this actually is, but it's saying that your buddy bond allows you to donate SSR shards to friends in guild. I'm not quite sure what they're shooting for there, so it's a little weird. Because you can already donate in guild. I'm thinking this is a placeholder of some kind. So hopefully we're gonna see what this second and third tier are soon. But in the meantime, yeah, definitely pay attention to this one because it's going to be an important bonus. So let's talk about those are the non-combat benefits. Your biggest one being, you know, the extra points whenever you send points out to friends or when you receive them. And in case you didn't know, there is a mall shop for friendship where you can go here and you can buy, the biggest thing being a great Dharma, but you can use anything else in there you want. Since I have not bought mine for the week, I'll go ahead and do that now. So that's a great Dharma that you're able to get every week just from doing friend likes, and you'll get more, and you can buy base Dharmas and stuff like that with it. Not a huge deal, but certainly beneficial. Okay, so next is your team up benefits. This one's kind of a big deal. So let's start with the basics. The XP and coin bonuses are pretty useful. Okay, so I'm bringing up on the screen right now a picture that I screenshotted earlier just so that I can make sure I can have something to reference for you guys. And I'm pulling it up on the screen right now. And so what you're seeing here is the breakdown of experience that you would normally get anytime that you're actually running with someone. If the person is a friend of yours, you actually are going to get that 10% bonus, and then running as a team, you get a 20% bonus. But the other side of this is that you get a 10% bonus for being a buddy tier with them for any XP or gold that you find. And so this becomes really useful for XP farming when you have a buddy tier person. So you're wanting to make sure you keep an eye on that. The biggest use, though, of the buddy system are reps. And this is one of the things that's going to allow new players to be able to pole vault themselves by using other players' reps whenever they like. So I go through here and I have a couple different options. Well, the first thing you should know is to set your own Shikigami. You're going to have a section over here where you can click on it and choose the Shikigami that you want to set as your rep. This is going to be what everyone else has access to when they look at their buddy Shikigami list. So from there, you're going to go through and look and see who it is that you actually want to pick up, right? And once you find that person, you'll click on them, select them as your buddy rep, and you're going to drag them from up to here, right? So in this case, I could unclick, right? And I have no more in here. So I could go in here and say, well, I really like FTP and CC Zubume. It's really strong. And then I will go with 1+5's Utengu. And then I really want to make sure I also have a single target damage dealer. So let's go ahead and pick Adorabi's Yorohime, right? Okay, so I have all of these, and actually we're going to go with Pepsi Cola. I'm not going to... Nothing against Adorabi, I just know how good Pepsi Cola's is. Pepsi Cola for that original taste. So yeah, when you go in and you select from your Shikigami that you want to use in battle, instead of the normal list like you're used to seeing, you'll see 3 reps at the very beginning of the fight. And let me just open that up right now. Okay, so we start a fight, right? And I come in here. I'm going to have a few reps at the very beginning of the level here. And so we'll go ahead and use Pepsi Cola's Yorohime. And now I'm going to be able to use his rep. Now, I only have so many of those uses per day, right? I only have 15 in any normal zones, 3 inside of the Kraken zone, and then you actually have 3 in PvP, which is really useful when you just need that little bit to be able to kill that person, because your Shikigami aren't good enough for some reason. Oh my god. Alright, so I forgot one last thing that I'm going to drop here in the middle of the video. So, there is a chance for you to actually get some pretty neat rewards if your friends actually use your rep. So as you can see, I've actually had my friends use my rep 43 times today, and you have tiers at which you get different things, where you get different coins, base dharmas, broken amulets, and if they use your Shikigami 50 times, you're going to get 50 Jade and 2 Realm Raid tickets. Big thing there being the Jade. We all know it. We all know what we're looking for. It's alright. But yeah, I want to make sure I called this out because you want to make sure you have a really good rep, because if you do, people are going to use it more, and there's that chance of getting 50 rep or 50 Jade if they use it enough. It's a small point, but it's totally worth knowing because there's a bunch of extra gold throughout the day and a chance of 50 Jade. But that's about it. Back over to the regularly scheduled program. So that's the system, and it provides some pretty unique benefits that are really nice to have. But before we wrap up the video, we have one more thing we have to talk about, and that's how to train them. How to train up your buddy level. There's a couple really easy ways to do that. The first way that I would generally recommend for those people who have the Jade to spend is you take a look at the friend packs, the friendship packs, and these are just running anything with someone 10 times. And once you've run it 10 times, you're able to get some reverse Orochi scales, a lightning drum, and some gold. The lightning drums are actually really nice. They're 2-star drums that last about 4 hours. It's very short, but they give a ton of XP and a bunch of shards in that time. Generally pretty worth it. I have a video I'm going to do a little bit later about combining them. I'm going to try to save up like 30 of these things, and we'll try to go from there and see if it's actually worth it to combine them. But that's for another time. The other thing that you can actually get is gift bags. Now, if you've ever taken a look at Jubagel's videos, he's talked about this a little bit, and I think probably other people have talked about this as well. It's not exactly a secret. Your best trade-in value for S-Jade is through gift bags. So even if you're giving it to someone who's not going to give you one in return, it's still totally worth it. A lot of people try to find ways to find people who will just give them a gift bag back in return. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of that. I like spreading the love around, and even if it's someone who won't be giving me a gift bag back, it's still totally worth it. And they get things like, the most common I see are 30 coins, or 50 AP, or 30 Jade. Every once in a while, they have a chance to get super lucky and get all that stuff plus a skill Dharma. I think I got an experienced Dharma today, and I've seen grade Dharmas. All kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff. Best thing being the skill Dharma, obviously. But yeah, so other than that, though, those are kind of the quick and dirty ways. Those are the fastest producers of bond level that you'll find in the game. But there are a few more ways, and these are that are specifically more free-to-play friendly that will take a little bit longer. And that includes running anything with someone. Whenever you're running anything with someone who's a friend, it will be increasing your bond level. In addition to that, anytime that you have, anytime that you go through and you like someone's page, it actually is going to increase your friend level. So I went through and I gave a thumbs up to Sylvian, and that actually increases our bond. Only by a little bit, but it does help. Finally, the last thing that will help, and you might have seen someone comment on a previous video I did about demon parades, but if you go into a demon parade and you invite a friend, right? So I go in here and I select Dropkicked. Dropkicked is now actually going to get a little bit of a boost to our friend bond. And those are all three very easy free-to-play ways in order to increase your friend bond. So yeah, like I said, it's super easy to level it. I generally didn't find it took very long. Now personally, I'm pay to play. I put a lot of money in, and I send gift bags out every single day. I'm generally doing friend packs with people constantly. So it's really easy for me personally. It could take a little bit longer if you're completely free to play, but it shouldn't take too long. Find the person who has the best Shikigami that you know, and try to run with them a lot. That way you can have those times where you're able to run 2 G6 damage dealers if you still only have one yourself. Alright guys, really quick guide. I wanted to just go through it real quick, make sure you guys had an idea of how the system works because I had a lot of questions on it. I know this is a little bit more of a lighter one based off of the fact that I just had this big video that I did around a pretty great PvP build, but I wanted to make sure that I got that question addressed since I've heard so many questions about it. Alright guys, give me a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, leave a comment down below, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you very much for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!